The associative property of addition tells us that when we're adding three numbers together, it doesn't matter which two we choose to add first. For example, if we're adding A plus B plus C, it doesn't matter if we add B plus C first or if we add A plus B first. So that is the associative property of addition. The associative property of multiplication works the same way. If I'm multiplying three numbers together, it doesn't matter which two I multiply first. When I multiply A times B times C, I could multiply B times C first and then multiply that by A, or I could multiply A times B first and multiply that by C. In this example, we're supposed to show that we understand the associative property. It says complete each statement using only an associative property. In the first one, we're adding three numbers together, so we'll use the associative property of addition that tells us that if we're adding A plus 4 plus 7, we could also write this as A plus and then 4 plus 7 in parentheses. Similarly, in part B, if we have W multiplied by Y times Z, where Y times Z is in parentheses, then we could move the parentheses and multiply W times Y first, and then multiply by Z. In this example, we're supposed to simplify the expression, but we're also supposed to label our use of the commutative and associative properties as we do this. Here we have 9 plus x in parentheses plus 3. Now the first thing that I want to do is commute the 9 and the x. So I'll have x plus 9 plus 3. This is going to be the commutative property of addition. And then the next thing that we could do is use the associative property to write this as x plus 9 plus 3 in parentheses. Finally, we'll add 9 plus 3, so we'll get x plus 12. Now we've combined the like terms and we can't simplify this any further. Let's check for understanding. Pause the video and work this one out on your own, and then come back and check your answer. Here we have 1/4 times x times 8 in parentheses. And we're supposed to simplify this expression, but we're also supposed to label our use of the commutative and associative properties while we make the simplifications. The first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to commute x and 8. So I'll have 8x, and this is the commutative property of multiplication that I'm using here. And then what I want to do is use the associative property to move the parentheses and write this as 1/4 times 8 multiplied by x. So I'll label this as the associative property of multiplication. Now, 1/4 times 8 is the same as 8 divided by 4, which I could write as 2. So I have 2x.